Treacherous 3 is like, that motherfucker was no joke. God damn. Yeah. Treacherous 3.
They got their name for a good reason.
Child was born with no state of mind. Blind to the ways of
mankind.
God's fellow on you when he was shot into, because only God knows you've been through. I have to give it first. First of all, let's clap it up for two fucking legends. First of all, let's do that.
Let's move on and talk about the Verzuz, man. So we had the legend Too Short against the other Bay Area icon E40. Well, yeah. All right. So they got into their bag. They pulled out all the stops, man. They did like every freaking song you can think of. My joint was when Too Short did the Ghetto song. And then he also pulled out the joint he did with Khalees, Bossy, where he rapped on that. I had forgot about that until they played it. I was like, oh shit, Short did rap on that joint.
Damn, man, like the whole, I had to give it first. First of all, let's clap it up for two fucking legends. First of all, let's do that. Absolutely. And the thing of it is, it's like, dude, like you really. I just got to shout out Oaktown, Vallejo, because they really, like, when they say they worldwide, they mean that shit. Because, like, my thing of it is, you forgot, like, one, like, how many songs they work with, like, other people, like, the features they work with.
Yeah, man. Features alone, man.
Yeah, the features, the album, the stuff they did together, like they were just, man.
You know what? I didn't even know. Real quick, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Too Short said he dropped the album this year. I was like, shit, what the hell was that? How did I miss that?
Yeah, I got it on the Spotify right now. So,
okay.
Man.
That's what's up, man. Hey, that was a good battle, man. And I mean, I thought they represented very well for the Bay Area. The Bay Area covers a lot of area. Like you said, you got Oaktown,
Oakland, Oakland,
Vallejo, San Francisco,
Richmond,
a couple other places,
Pittsburgh, So
yeah, man. But they went hard, and I think it came out really good. There was a great energy.
I like the cars. I like that. I think that was like dope.
That was a dope.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, some mayo, mustard, and mayo. You see, you look at the car, you see right there, and look at the car, the mayonnaise, and then it was cool to see that. Like one thing that was cool, like E40, shouted out like all the pioneers, man. Like he shouted out Kool Herc. Yeah. He shouted out like the Sugar Hill Gang. But then he was also talking about like, the OGs that mold them and and then they also talking about like man, E40's influence alone. That shit crazy. Like all the slang and stuff. And if you really think about it, the Bay Area kind of gave the South its legs. Yeah. I mean, especially the New South. Like, I'm not necessarily talking. Well, I mean, they did stuff with UGK and all that stuff. Yeah. And MJG and all that. But as far as like, the New South with Little John, Tip, all them, Yo Gotti, like they really gave it. Legs and, let it run on its own. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it was. I learned a lot about E40. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't realize that he had been making music that long. He was like making music in the '80s when he was still really young. We just didn't really learn about him until like more so in the '90s. You know what I mean? I know for me, I didn't learn about him until the '90s. Yeah, but he was making music even back in the early '80s, so that's cool, man. And like you say, they came up with a lot of slang that people don't even realize. You ask a lot of these youngsters right now, they be like, "Oh, nah, we made that up." Nah, bro. But yeah, so I thought that was dope. I still, I mean, if I had to pick somebody, I would still go Too Short because that's just my dude. I vibe with his music a little bit more. He got a little more of an old school style of rapping, but still, I like his content a little bit more. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know, man. E40 just the flows. And that's another thing too. If you put him on a feature. Yeah. Like if you got something featuring E40, it's gonna rock, dude.
Right.
Like for real, like you know what I'm saying. That's the thing about, cause that's really how I found out. Like we were talking about in the '90s. That's how I really found out about E40, because the whole who he was featured with. Mm-hmm. He did like a lot, like other dude from the Bay Area. Shout out to Spice One. Like, 187 he wrote when he did more mail than the rest of the pushes. Mm-hmm. That was my shit. And you know what I'm saying?
Spice One was making the rounds. Yeah. Didn't he pass away too?
No. Hell no. Spice One's still alive. He's still alive? Okay. Yeah, hell, man, don't speak that shit.
I'm sorry, man.
Don't speak that shit.
We losing so many.
God damn.
I almost can't keep up with it, man.
Yeah.
I almost can't keep up with it, man. My bad. Stay up, Spice One.
Yeah, man. Spice still here. Yeah, so, I mean, and then, on the American Nightmare album, E40, I got love for these boys, because these boys got love for me. Motherfucker, get it on, get scrappy. Reach into your drawers and pull out your strap. Yeah, so E40's like features.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I get hype about that, man. So
he did the what was it? I Got 5 on it.
Yeah, I forgot
about that until he played it. I was like, oh snap, he was on that.
Yeah, so he was. Man, like his features and all that.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
And then, like I said, I mean, to me, honestly, with that Verzuz, there was no clear winner.
Yeah.
Because they were both friends and all that stuff. Yeah. I think the coach, honestly, we give this to the coach.
The coach.
But, yeah, man, the work they did together, all the styles, the flavors, the slang, like, really, you think about them, they were really the whole package. But I will say this, I think with Too Short, and I'm not saying that E40 don't have substance. I think the reason why you probably resonate with him, because the different styles he had, as far as, I can talk and rap that conscious stuff, but I can also rap this pimp shit too.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I think that's one thing about Too Short that people don't, they just think, they just know him for the pimp talk, but they don't really know him for all the other stuff that he was talking about as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a good Verzuz, man. It went a good while, almost 3 hours. It was like 2 hours and like 40-some minutes.
Yeah, Too Short was like, man, fuck all this Verzuz shit. We gonna do the shit that we were doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do this shit, man.
Yeah, so man.
I was very happy with that. I'm sure we still got the Ashanti one coming up with Keisha Cole. I think like the first or second week in January, and then whatever's coming after that. So, but one thing real quick I want to mention, that somebody was talking about once they announced that my dude Ecstasy from Houdini died. They was like, yeah, Verzuz need to try to get more of these old school artists on there and do something like that.
Yeah.
Before they're going, because they was like Houdini would have been dope to do a Verzuz with somebody. You know what I mean? And I was like, that would have been dope.
Yeah, man.
Somebody, man. Run DMC against them, or I don't know, hell, even EPMD or somebody. I don't know.
Well, I was one thing I was thinking of was at least UTFO.
UTFO.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that would be kind of, because UTFO didn't really, like, they wasn't as, I don't think they had like as long as a catalog as Houdini. But I kind of see them kind of like not necessarily like the same, but they're similar.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it's stuff that can be done. You know what I mean? Somebody, you know what I mean? I don't know. The Fat Boys, the Treacherous 3, somebody can go up against Houdini. You know what I mean?
Oh, not Treacherous 3.
Kumo D, yeah,
they
man.
were slaughtered them.
Yeah,
Treacherous 3 is like, that motherfucker was no joke, dude. God damn.
Yeah.
Treacherous 3.
They got their name for a good reason.
God damn.
We know. We know they rhymes with death, man. So.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I'm just saying it would have been dope, if we could have had something like that before he passed. Somebody played a clip. They had done a tribute to him back in like 2018.
Yeah.
A tribute to Houdini. on one of the award shows, and I thought it was dope because I don't remember it. So I don't know if I saw it and just forgot about it or if I never caught it, but I thought it was dope. They had, who was it that was rapping their song? And Houdini was in the audience too.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that was dope. But it was Dougie Fresh was beatboxing, and it was a female. I can't remember who it was, but they went down into the audience. Instead of them rapping, they kind of handed the mics over to them, and they took over. And Houdini started actually rapping their song. So it turned out dope, man. So I'm glad they at least got to do that. You know, they kind of gave him that tribute before they were gone. So yeah, and we still got the other brother, John Lil. He got an active Twitter account, and I follow him. So he's always doing his things too. So yeah, man, we still got people from like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, you know, that still got like Instagram and Twitter accounts and stuff like that. So
yeah, they definitely need to jump on the Verzuz before. Yeah,
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so anyway, I'm really happy about the Verzuz. You know, hopefully they'll keep up the good work. Swiss Beats, Timberland, and whoever else is helping them behind the scenes, man, because that's a good deal. All right, so let's move on. Speaking of lifetime achievements, the Grammys this year is doing a couple of lifetime achievements. They're giving lifetime achievement awards to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 and Salt and Pepper. And I think it's a few more, but those are the more, you know, hip hop ones that are getting them as far as I know. So Salt and Pepper, I think that's dope. And then Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, that's even better right there, man.
Charles Ward, we don't state blind to the ways of
mankind.
God's fellow on you and he's shot into because only God knows you do.
So yeah, man, that's exciting. I'm really excited about the Grammys. They're going to be oh yeah, you good. They're going to be premiering sometime in January, and you know, I'm really excited to you know, see what they got going on, because you know there's going to be some more tributes. It's more so just, you know, those are the two that I'm more excited about. Grandmaster Flash and the whole Furious 5 crew, Melly Mel, Scorpio, Raheem, all of them. Just getting those awards, and then Salt and Pepper, their contribution to hip hop for the females, you know, because of the way they came into the game, and you know they had such a strong mentality, you know what I mean. So I thought that was dope, man. So they definitely deserve it. Now I don't know if a lot of y'all know it, but they had like a little bit of a falling out with DJ Spinderella, because I think it was back in maybe 2018. Somewhere around there, or 17, where basically the girls, Salt and Pepper, were touring, and Spinderella wasn't really included, and also she wasn't really making any money off the tour, and I think she felt like, you know, if y'all playing my songs, you know, that I was on and that I helped produce or DJ or whatever, I should be getting some kind of money off of that. You know, and that's one of those questions that can go one way or the other. Because you could look at it like, well, you weren't on stage performing with them, so it's not fair, you shouldn't get no money. But you could also look at it from her perspective and say, yeah, but that's my material, so I should get something. You know what I mean? So I don't know why she wasn't touring with them at the time. But, you know, I really wish that she would have, and I think it would have been dope, you know, to see all three of them, because for me, you need all three of them. You need that, you know, that trio. You know, yes, Salt and Pepper were the two rappers, but you always expected to see Spinderella in the background. And hell, she was actually my favorite. She was my favorite. Well, probably because I was just crushing on her a little bit. She was fine as hell, man. And, you know, for me, I was always kind of keeping my eye on her. Like, you know, the chick back there on the Wheels of Steel, she had my eye. Salt and Pepper was cute and everything, but I don't know, something about Spinderella, man. She always had me. And I love when they all three would dress alike. You know, they had the rope chains and those leather jackets and the body suits. And, man, they had a brother mesmerized. You know, that's all I'm saying. But I think it got to the point where she actually, Spinderella, I think she actually sued the group over that situation. I don't know how it came out monetarily or if they were able to mend fences. I don't know. But from what I understand, she actually sued them over that. But, again, enough about that. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that they're getting their Lifetime Achievement Awards. Hopefully, all three of them will be there. I'm excited to hear about that or see it when it premieres in January sometime. Because to me, there's no Salt and Pepper without Spinderella. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, that's just my idea of the group. Just kind of like how they do in Vogue now. You got the new group member, and she is great. She can sing and everything, but to me, there's no In Vogue without the other two, Dawn and Maxine. So it's like, I'm gonna need y'all to make that happen. You know what I mean? You can have a new person there, but to me, I just can't see In Vogue without In Vogue. You know what I mean? To me, it's like I'm just watching Vogue. You know what I mean? Where's In? You know what I mean? So I don't know. But anyway, we shall see how the Grammys turn out this year. A lot of people are boycotting the Grammys because they really, don't really do right by a lot of artists. And I agree with that. There's a lot of artists who deserve Grammy Awards and just don't get them because they have some old school, probably 100-year-old, white folks who just trying to keep some tradition of, if they don't do it the way we want them to do it, we're not giving them an award. And I mean, I kind of feel like they throwing them a bone when they giving them these Lifetime Achievement Awards. Like, just to shut people up, we'll give a couple of them Lifetime Achievement Awards. And they don't really understand the impact that these people had on the culture. You know what I mean? People like Salt and Pepper, they were highly impactful, especially for females, because they were bold and they were, just outspoken and not scared to be who they were, you know what I mean? So that they could, kind of put on that persona for the females and say, hey, you don't have to be scared. Females deserve to be in this culture just as much as the men do. You know what I mean? So I love that about them. And then Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, they were pioneers for the new age of hip hop. You know what I mean? They really kept it 100% real with the vocals, the lyrics, and telling the stories about what was going on in the ghetto and the hood, all of that, man. So, but anyway, we were just talking about the Grammys and the Lifetime Achievement Awards, and I was saying that as far as the impact that the Furious 5 and Salt and Pepper had on the culture, and how I hope that Salt and Pepper, all three of them are there, because they had a falling out with DJ Spinderella. Yeah. So I'm hoping all three of them are there. I hope they mended those fences or whatever. Yeah. I don't know, but I know she took them to court. You know what I mean?
Spinderella did?
Yeah. Because I think it was like I said, I think it was something where they were touring and she felt like she should get money because even though she wasn't on the tour with them, she was like, y'all using my material, stuff that I scratched or produced or whatever, and I should get money off that. And they were like, well, no, you didn't perform though. You wasn't here with us. So,
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm definitely excited about at least seeing those Lifetime Achievement Awards. But I was also bringing up a point of how a lot of rappers and artists are boycotting the Grammys because, they really don't do right by a lot of artists who deserve awards.
Oh, God, no.
You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
I mean, it goes, it's like, especially now with there's hardly any, let's just be real, there's hardly any talent out here nowadays.
Yeah.
But the ones that possess the talent and actually do stuff and actually great about stuff, they down those guys. Right. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, it's, Grammys are predominantly white.
Right.
And that's not, that's not here or there, but the thing of it is just, they want to portray an image. They have a certain agenda to push. So certain people are going to get promote it. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, we could talk to it blue in the face about having our own show and you know and things like that. But it's just, yeah, man. It's just that's their platform. But we, again, we just need to build our own.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
We gotta say that all the time, but it's just like, yeah, I mean, but. Back in the day, we wasn't really, the artists, like the hip-hop artists and stuff, they wasn't really chasing the Grammys like that. You only had that when, like, Jay-Z said something about it.
Yeah.
And then him and Kanye won just about, like, every other damn year. Which is fine. I'm not hating, but for real, real rappers back in the day, they wasn't really chasing Grammy. Like, fuck a Grammy. Yeah. We know who we are, and we know where we stand. Yeah. I mean, we can try to get stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about while you were going, because it's probably some old 100-year-old person on the board that's still trying to keep it, a certain way where, you're never going to get a real good artist to get a Grammy. I mean, not that the people who get them don't deserve them, but it's like there's more than that out there.
Oh yeah.
You're giving people like Taylor Swift like 10 in a row, and it's like, okay, it's enough. There's other people outside of her that are good. But I agree. I think we should have our own, where people have more, a fresh mindset. You know what I mean, and not just BSing on some old way of thinking. You know what I mean, so. I definitely think we need to change things up, man. So, but I'm gonna watch it just to see those Lifetime Achievement Awards and see how that go. How Salt and Pepper acts, and I hope they get all the Grandmaster Flash and all of them, man. Hopefully they're all up there, because they need to be in the building. You know what I mean? So, but let's move on. Before we close out the show, I want to talk about. Some new videos that recently surfaced in the Ahmaud Arbery case, which were very, disturbing to me, to say the least. Very disturbing. And not disturbing in the way of, we saw him get killed and we saw him get shot. No, but disturbing in the way of the officers, they released, I guess, the cameras that the officers were wearing. And you can see them interviewing the killer and his father, and you see the man, not Ahmaud Arbery, but the killer and the father, all this blood on their clothes, and yet the officers are talking to them very civil-like. There's a certain calmness in the air. I mean, they're just, hey, how you doing? Got a lot of blood on your shirt. You want to,
you might want to clean that up.
Yeah. Buddy. I mean, and it's disturbing because not only did this man admit to what he did, and his father admitted to what he did, the officers did not detain them at all in the video. Just let's let him stand there and do what he wants, Let him stand there and talk and vent. And I think even at the end, right before the video shuts off, I think one of the officers was like, "You want me to go get you some water?" I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You know what I mean? It's like, how does that happen? If you come up on a black person, we could blow our nose too hard and they're like,
"Free! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!"
He reached for his nose. I thought he had a weapon.
I thought he had a gun in his nose.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just, but yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really sad that how they really view us,
right?
And how they really try to, just discard and throw us away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me coming up here. I come through, kill Curtis on live, and then get like promotions or some shit. Right. Yeah, get like some type of promotion and stuff. Like, well, I mean, he had it coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my hands all bloody. Like, come on, man.
He had it coming. I mean, the guy, and I mean, that's kind of what happened too, because the guy, what is this? I forget the last name, Mick something. McDumbass or something. I don't know. But he was like, yeah, I mean, if he would have just obeyed us and stopped, we just told him to stop so we could talk to him, but he didn't want to do that. So you basically just told him, like you're the fucking law around there. Had you just did what we wanted you to do, we wouldn't have had to kill you. I mean, how does that sound that you still feel okay to say some shit like that to the officers? But then it lets me know that whole town must be full of fucking racists because the officers didn't say, hey, you covered in blood. I'm going to need you to put your hands behind your back. Nothing. It was just, so I see you got a lot of blood on you. Don't get that on your face because he was so covered in it. He kept trying to wipe at his face. And the officer was just like, don't get that on your face. You don't want to get all messed up and all of that. And he's like,
I mean, it's almost like the cops is up there debating and helping, pretty much helping him, like, what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To commit the damn crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really sad, man.
It's really sad.
And, if y'all haven't seen the video, go take a look at it. Normally, I try to clip stuff like that to our YouTube, but I'm not going to do that because it's too upsetting for me. You know what I mean? I can't deal with it, man. The whole time, I mean, as soon as the video starts, it's just the officer just standing there, just talking to him, not cuffing them, not nothing. Just you standing over there, I'm standing over here. So how's your day going? Yeah, so you got a lot of blood. Don't get that on your face. You're all right. Just catch your breath. Do what you got to do.
Well, the thing about it is too, even if people thought that Ahmaud Arbery did anything wrong,
right?
Even if he did anything wrong, right, the man should have had his day in court to prove that he did or didn't.
Yeah, because you are not the fucking law for you to just say, hey, you do what I say or you get killed.
Yeah. Police isn't judge, jury, and executioner. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be doing that.
But obviously they felt comfortable doing it, and it must be a big thing around there because the officers was just like, how you going? I mean, whatever, just nonchalant. No, put your hands behind your back. None of that. Covered in blood, admitting, we did it. He just didn't want to listen, so we had to do it. If he would have just listened, we wouldn't have had to kill him. And, it's like, who do you think you are? I don't understand that, man. And I can't. I don't want to rant too much, man, but it's so upsetting, man. It gets me to running off at the mouth about it. Man.
All I can say, man, all I'm going to say is this, and I know this ain't a religious show or anything like that, but when the Most High get ready to set his stuff up, and, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be like, well, why are you trying to wipe us out, Lord? Why are you trying to wipe? Well, remember Ahmaud Arbery? Maybe if you listen, maybe you do what he said, I wouldn't have to do this. If you just stop.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you, that's coming, man.
I believe it too, man. The day is coming.
I'm gonna just leave that alone, but I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
But people like that, they feel completely justified just because, well, we didn't try to hide it. We told them the truth. Okay, but that still don't mean you didn't do some shit wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
You killed a man in cold blood just because he wouldn't listen to you. He minded his business, and we got proof that he didn't steal anything off the property. The homeowner of that home even said, I saw the video. He just went in there, was looking around, and then he left. And also the homeowner said, there's other people who go in there too. Yeah. It's not just him. It's people going through there all the time. And I don't care. The homeowner didn't make a big deal out of it. Who are you to make that judgment call?
Yeah, if that's what I'm saying. It's not your property.
Yeah. Right. They playing that neighborhood watch, that Zimmerman role, And he's another one, man. I don't even know why he's still alive.
Fuck both of them.
But yeah, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we wrap it on up?
Nah, man. Just remember to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all. Let me smooth y'all out with some of this shit right here from the islands right here, man.
From the islands.
From the islands. Smooth it out. Yes, sir. Cut this up just a little bit. That's my jam right here. I ain't get to hear it this year. My jam right here, son. You know what I mean?
From the island.
From the island, man. Yeah, so I want everybody to also have a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate that, Happy New Year. We appreciate y'all, hanging with us, through this season and whatnot. To the loved ones who've been affected by the pandemic, we love you guys. You are definitely needed. Yeah, man. I think that's about it,
man. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy every holiday that's going on. Anything that's coming up, Ramadan, all of that, man. Happy Hanukkah.
Wait a minute, hold on. Ramadan ain't that? Last month or a couple months ago? Ain't that September?
It's somewhere around actually June.
Damn,
July.
you supposed to be mom. You supposed like.
That's why I said upcoming.
Upcoming. Oh, you did say that.
I just said upcoming.
Like whatever.
Ramadan actually goes a little different each year. It goes back like a week and a half. When I first became Muslim, it was in March. It goes backwards a little bit, so now it's all the way back to June now.
Do they follow like a particular star?
Yeah, they follow the lunar calendar instead of the solar calendar.
Okay.
So the new month begins based on the new moon instead of we going to even 30 days or 31 days.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they see the new moon, that's when the new month starts. And
that makes sense.
That's why it can be a little bit different each year.
Okay.
So yeah, but anyway, man. So we appreciate y'all checking us out. Don't forget you can hit us up on email, therealtriadhiphop@gmail.com, or you can message us on Instagram, Twitter, wherever. Facebook. Join our Facebook page.
And don't forget YouTube. Don't forget to listen to us on Spotify,
Anchor.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Hit us up on Anchor too, man. A lot of people jumping on Anchor. But yeah, for episode 146.
146.
This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard.
And we're gonna see y'all on the next one, alright?
Peace. We're happy tonight. Walking in the wilderness.